If TikTok has been your main sales channel, then the past few months of ups and downs have been more than irritating. They've probably messed with your entire business. More importantly, if your sales either stop or slow down when TikTok does, that is a huge red flag sign that your entire sales strategy is built on the back of one platform acting right. And that is why in this video, I am going to show you how I have launched and sold products without TikTok, using YouTube in a way that you have been completely ignoring. Hey, if you're new here, I'm Chanel the Brand Hustler, and I help women with bomb products launch and grow profitable brands. And today, I am breaking down my 3-part YouTube selling system. Before I hop in, I want to know who I'm talking to. Have you ever tried using YouTube to sell your products? If you have, comment below YouTube fam in all caps so I can know that at least you tried. And if you've never tried using YouTube to sell your products before, comment teach me in all caps so I can give you a little extra sauce, and potentially I can do a follow-up video to this to make sure that you are all set. Now, before I break down my system, let's have a little heart-to-heart about TikTok versus YouTube. See, to me, YouTube builds brands, whereas TikTok is kind of like a viral moment. And what allowed TikTok shops and different brands on TikTok to blow up due to a viral piece of content that was created either by the CEO of that brand or by another creator that just referenced that brand. And the thing about virality is it's kind of like borrowed attention. Whereas YouTube, it builds owned demand, because if you are tuned into a channel and you come week after week, or maybe even multiple times a week, and you are watching video after video after video, you build a certain likeness, trust, and connection with that brand. There's 3 main things that I want to highlight when I say that YouTube builds brands over TikTok, because if you keep up with the keeping up as far as the news, you'll know that there was this one person who blew up on TikTok and she couldn't even sell like one t-shirt. There was also this other TikTok star that was walking around expecting to be noticed and nobody was noticing her. Versus people who have 100K or even less than 100K on YouTube walk around and get noticed all the time, me being one of them. Before I had 100K, I would be at the airport, I would be at the store, and I would get recognized. Now that I have a little over 100K, I get recognized at the mall. Sometimes I get recognized in another city outside of Atlanta. It is just crazy because I'm like, oh, okay. To me, it's just YouTube, but then when I look at it, my videos have reached millions and millions of people, and there's an added benefit that I'll touch on a little bit later. When you look at a YouTube video, you can have a vlog that's an hour and a half. Whereas on TikTok, many people are compressing their day in the lives or week in the lives to 3 minutes or less. Those 2 competing lengths cannot build the same amount of trust or the same amount of connection, simply because what it takes to watch 3 minutes or less of someone isn't the same type of attention span or even commitment that it takes for you to watch 30 minutes or 90 minutes or even 3 hours of someone on YouTube. YouTube builds this compounded type of trust, this compounded type of connection, and this compounded type of loyalty from your audience. It's just an atmosphere. It's a vibe that I can't explain until you actually create the channel or go back to the channel you created years ago and actually take it serious. And yes, the elephant in the room is YouTube is a slow burn. However, it's worth it because it pays off in multiple ways, not only for selling your products, but for building what I call your CEO brand, which is using your image and likeness to open up other lucrative opportunities for you based off of who you are as a CEO and the brand you've built around that. To see the full benefits of YouTube though, you want to make sure that you have 2 things: a profitable product and a powerful, I like to say bulletproof brand strategy. And I believe that one of the most successful ways to do this is to take your existing skill set, expertise, or experience and actually create a product based off of that, and then build a brand around that gets you sales, gets you paid beyond products, and allows you to build a legacy brand that flourishes without you needing to physically be there. And that is exactly what I teach inside of my 3-day profitable product challenge. I literally walk you through how to identify the hidden expertise, skill set, and all of that you already have, and package that into a powerful, profitable product. And then on days 2 and 3, I actually teach you how to build a brand and how to launch it and see at least 10K for your first successful launch of that product. If you want to sign up, I'm going to leave the link in my description. I'll probably put in a pinned comment as well, just so that you don't miss it. It's 3 days. It's really good. It's jam-packed, and it's a really, really fun. So I'll see you at the Profitable Product Challenge. Now, it's time for the 3-part YouTube selling system. Now, let's get into my 3-part YouTube selling system. A lot of my product launch and huge revenue wins came because YouTube was involved. For example, I had a weekend where I grew my product brand's email list by 200 people, literally in the span of like 36 hours, because I posted one video. And it's not like that video went crazy viral either. It had maybe 1,000 views. Then I've also made $11,000 in 11 days from one digital product launch, which YouTube almost single-handedly fueled. And in my 2nd year of business, I couldn't physically juggle multiple social media platforms, so I decided to lock in on YouTube. I literally generated over $12,000 in 1 month using YouTube and the system that I'm about to break down for you right now. The 3-part YouTube selling system starts with part number 1. And this is where you intentionally use YouTube to gain ownership over your leads, AKA your audience who is interested in buying from you. What this looks like is you want to create what I call solution content and connection content. Solution content is typically where you are sharing tips or how-tos or maybe an easier way or simpler way to do something. While connection content is where they are getting a deeper connection into who you are as the CEO and who your brand is as a brand. When you create these 2 types of content, you actually want to incorporate some type of free sample or a free win in a lead magnet form. And this lead magnet, in order to get it, it's called a lead magnet because they have to provide their email address, their phone number, and their names in order to get this thing. If I had a hair product business that helped women grow their hair, maybe I'll create like a hair growth guide or 5 steps to grow longer hair, or maybe I'll give out a free sample of my serum in exchange for a lead. If I had a financial planner and I sold digital products to help women save more money or pay off their debt, maybe I'll create a quick cheat sheet on how to identify how much debt you actually have and which debt payoff strategy is going to be the best for you and where you're at currently in life. Now, once you decide on this lead magnet, you have to put it up somewhere so that way you can collect leads, and then you want to make sure that you have emails automated on the back end to actually nurture those leads. So your emails should welcome people, and it should actually continue to remind them of the fact that they're on your list, but then also to talk to them a little bit more about your brand and your products and what you have to offer, because that actually primes them to buy in the future. The email marketing platform that I use for this is actually called OmniSend, and OmniSend makes it so simple to automate. It integrates with Shopify, and they recently launched some cool AI features that just speed up the process of your creation when it comes to email marketing. And then you get a discount as well using my link. Trust me, it is so good. Email is kind of like an insurance policy. Someone may watch your video today, and yes, they may come back and watch several videos, but you have no way of getting in contact with that person on a one-to-one basis if you never actually collect their information. Which brings me to step number 2. Part 2 of my YouTube selling system is to have seamless product integrations. This is not just saying buy my product. This is where your product naturally exists inside of your video and you intentionally embed it as a solution in your video. So it's kind of like you show it, you don't tell it. I'm gonna include a clip where I am doing this in real time so you can see an example right now. You wanna track your goals for the remaining of your first year. And so to do this, I use a spreadsheet on Google Sheets where I will break down my goals in each of those 3 areas. So that's exactly what you're gonna do. We're gonna break down our goals in each 3 areas: engagement, sales, experience, and then we are going to make sure that we have a quantifiable element that we can measure. And then as we move throughout our launch phases, and even after we launch throughout our first full year, we are going to always update this spreadsheet. And this spreadsheet should be split up into the 4 quarters because that is how businesses operate. We operate off 4 quarters. The first example that I showed you is where I made my product kind of like the center of the video without making it the center of the video. And that is because I took my digital template and I actually taught using that template. So if they wanted a faster way to execute what I was saying, then they would get the template because I'm literally using the template in the video. Whereas the other video is more so of a setup and integration type of play, but it's seamless because it matches the topic of the video. Now, remember the target audience resource that I mentioned earlier? Well, I actually developed a new version of it called Money Magnet, and I turned it into an actionable working ebook. So not only do you learn, but there are pages in there that help you to apply it in real time. Not only does Money Magnet help you map out your target audience, but it also breaks down the marketing and content strategies that you need to use to attract and convert your audience at each stage. I'm gonna link that in the description box and also put it in the pinned comments. And you can't necessarily integrate if you don't know exactly who you're talking to. That is why I want to make sure that you have your target audience down packed. And I talk all about this, and you actually learn how to do this hands-on in my hands-on interactive workbook, Money Magnet. So I'm going to link that down below. You'll probably see it below this video already because that is actually step number 3, or I should say part number 3 in my YouTube selling system. And that is using the space below your videos to plug in your products. And I'm not just talking about links in your description. I am talking about the fact that below this video, you can literally shop with HBU, which is my product brand, interactively by clicking the pictures that you see below the video. And that is what you call YouTube shopping, or like I like to call it, front end juice. This is where you take Shopify and you integrate it with YouTube, and it's simple. YouTube walks you through how to do this, but you integrate it with YouTube, and then you can show a select few of your products below your videos, whether you want to highlight a collection or a specific product, or you just want YouTube to choose what it wants to highlight. Whatever it is that you set it up as, it'll actually show underneath all of your long form videos. And whenever you are having a live, or if you are posting a YouTube short, you can actually choose what product you want to highlight in that video, and it'll show on the video itself, which is pretty cool because your viewer can then click the product and literally shop right then and there. So it has the same kind of impulse mechanics as a TikTok shop, but it's in a slower burn yet higher trust type of way, which is really, really cool. Now, if you want to make even more revenue on the back end of this, you can set up upsells. So that way, when somebody goes and clicks one of the products underneath your video or on your video, they go to your website, they then see that there's another product that works well with that product, and they can buy that upsell. And the thing that I use for this is actually an app on Shopify called Upsell.com. I have a link for this as well, which allows you to try it completely for free. And then it gives you 20% off whatever plan it is that you choose after your free trial is over with. So I'll leave that link in my description as well. And maybe I'll just pin all of these in the comments, but it'll definitely be in my description. So make sure that you open that up and read all of it. That is my 3-part YouTube selling system. It is to use YouTube as a lead magnet by owning your leads through email. It's then to seamlessly integrate your product into your content, and then use YouTube shopping as front end juice. I'm gonna be honest, TikTok made a lot of people money, but so did YouTube. Not only do you get paid by creating content on YouTube, you have the potential to partner with brands and get sponsored, and you also can sell your products. It is a 3-way strategy, and YouTube is here to stay. It is the long game, but it is super beneficial. Now, if you are actually considering taking YouTube seriously, I am so proud of you, and I want to see you commit below. So comment down below, I'm in, to show me that you're committed to taking your YouTube journey seriously, because YouTube could do so much for your brand. It is going to be incredible, and it's going to be impactful for so many people around the world. If you've watched this video all the way to the end and you're not subscribed, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And if you are wondering what tools you can use to build a 6-figure brand and beyond this year, then click the video on this screen so you can see what tools I'm using to build my new product brand to 6 figures this year. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.